Hey buddies, Mike here. Today we're talking about Elden Ring, and more specifically the Fire Giant boss. And man, does this boss ever frustrate me. I gotta say, this is probably one of the most frustrating bosses in the game, and one of the most frustrating bosses I've ever encountered, just in any game in general. I actually had to stop playing Elden Ring for a bit because this thing just kept kicking my butt. I actually have a guide, a method to kind of beat this boss. And I'm gonna be honest right now, I'm not the best Elden Ring player, so if I can do it, you can definitely do it. And so as you can see, I spawned Alex, the Jar Warrior, and he's gonna definitely be a key component to what helped me beat this fight. I tried to do it before without him, and it just wasn't working. I also used the summon spirit of Laterna the Albinauric, and you can use probably any other summon spirit. I don't think this was a key component. She just has good range, and she actually gets the aggro off you a bit. So basically what you want to do, you want to avoid using your mount altogether. So this was actually getting me killed a lot before. I would rely too much on the mount. I would only use the mount to kind of avoid his first attack. The fire giant has this attack where he uses his shield and brushes all the snow. And this attack has a wide area of effect. So a way to kind of avoid taking damage from this is to actually dismount as soon as the snow is heading your way. And this will kind of cheese that, but you won't be using this. Remember, we're doing this without the mount. The mount was getting us killed. So to avoid this, you kind of want to roll, get away to the side of the area of effect, and just like you see, you roll, and it's quite easy to dodge if you actually kind of time it. And you know, as soon as he starts charging that shield to kind of brush all the snow, you want to get as far to the left or right as possible and get ready to dodge. You're going to want to be very close to the fire giant for most of the fight. And this is the mistake I've been making before where I wouldn't ever win, is because I was trying to run around on the mount too much and focusing too much on my range attacks. The best thing to do is to get as close to him as possible. And I just used a assortment of different magic attacks. So I used rock sling, which does a hefty amount of damage, but you want to be very close to him when doing that damage, and you want to attack his weak foot. You're going to get the most damage output by attacking this foot, and I wouldn't actually bother attacking anything else. And there Alex is going to do a great job kind of distracting him, and you're going to get a lot of extra attacks on him. So just again, I can't stress how important it is to have Alexander the Warrior Jar in this fight, because he takes a lot of the attention off you and it helps you get all of those attacks out. And off we are to this next phase, which is going to be much easier after I show you this trick. Yeah, while watching this, you can see I'm not the best Elden Ring player. I'm just kind of, going through my different attacks, kind of figuring it out. But the main thing is attacking that weak foot and letting kind of Alexander tank him from the front and kind of getting behind him when he's distracted. Now, the most important thing about this fight is when you get into that second phase, okay? So that second phase is really not that bad once you get a hang of it. And the best thing to do when he gets in that phase where he's kind of on his knees, kind of reach out for you, you want to actually use your Comet Azure. You definitely need this attack. And you want to get right behind him. So whenever he falls on his knees, just don't bother attacking him, just focus on running behind him. Alexander will probably be tanking him, so that will help. And once you get behind him, you want to like land your Comet Azure for as long as you can. And if you miss, that's fine. Just rinse and repeat. He'll throw his fireballs at you. Just keep a good distance from those fireballs. They do a hefty amount of damage. And again, you don't use your mount for any of this. This is all just running around. Now, if you're unlucky like me and run out of mana, don't worry, you probably won't have as bad of an experience as me. Like I said, I kind of suck at this game, so that's just me. But it goes to show, if you follow this method, doesn't matter, you're the biggest noob at this game, I feel like it's very effective. And as long as you follow it, you should be fine. And also, I wouldn't recommend getting cocky at any point just because he's on this phase. I know it does seem a bit easier, and it's a lot easier to target him, but you can get one shot as quick as on this phase as the beginning phase. So just always keep vigilant, keep your distance at points, and just keep landing those Comet Azures and throw in a couple of rock slings, and this fire giant will be done in no time. Then yeah, you after the fight you can proceed up the chain, and all the way at the other side of the wall there'll be a site of grace for you to kind of save your progress. And there you go. So again, just to recap, you're not going to use your mount at all too much in this fight. You're going to be using your companion, Alexander the Warrior Jar. You want to avoid his shield attack where he brushes the snow at you. And when he gets in that, throw in some rock slings. And when he gets in that second phase, that's where you want to kind of land those common azures right behind him. And you'll probably won't run out of mana like I did. So you'll probably have a better experience. And yeah, I hope this video helped. Like I said, this boss was very frustrating for me. So, if I was able to help you out and, save you some time, that means a lot to me. And, you can thank me in the comments. Otherwise, if you like this content, feel free to check out my channel and subscribe. It means a lot, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.